Hey there, guys, what is going on? Sloppy here, and it is late at night, so I'm keeping my voice nice and low. That's creepy. Oh, that's an upskirt. How's it going? I am trying to talk low, so I apologize for that, but look at this. I've got 3 villagers. Okay, there's the third. I have 3 villagers in a cage, which could only mean one thing. Could probably mean a few things, but anyway, 3 in a cage. I've got 1 over here, and we are going to try and make a villager breeder today. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I think I might just move this fence up to this area, and then they have all this, and then, yeah, then I don't have to plant anything. That'd be kind of cheating, wouldn't it? No, I think that's fine. So I'm going to, try and just use this area here. It's kind of got a built-in wall with the thing, everything. So, and then we have this guy down here who's going to be our 6-store guy. I'm just going to try and use a design from 1.12 and see if it works. I think 2 of these guys are brown coats, which means they should farm. I don't know if that's still true. I never checked your trades, did I? Oh, I did, right. Bane of Arthropods 5. Gotcha. So, yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to try and move these guys up into this space and get this guy 6 blocks down. All right. I think I also just want to make the area safe as well before I do too much. Yeah. This thing is working great, and we get gold from it now, which is interesting. I don't know what's dropping gold, but something, which is pretty cool. Anyway, let's enchant a... Let's go sword, pickaxe, shovel, axe. Sure. Yeah, sometimes I just load up all the things because I need all of those things, you know what I mean? So, shovel, pickaxe, and axe, and then sword. Here we go. Let's do 1 enchantment here. Bloop. Unbreaking's pretty good. Unbreaking. Smite. Meh. Feel like we might be doing... we're going to be chopping trees today. Let's go with that. Ooh, that's nice. Efficiency Unbreaking. That's beautiful. You know what? I'm going to stay and do the shovel. I'll meet you guys back over at the village because we're going to be doing something kind of cool. I've set up the villager breeder. We're going to check that out. And then we're going to try and do something neat. Alright, I thought this was kind of interesting. I set up a nether portal over at the village, and it didn't connect, it didn't make one in the nether. It actually connected to that one, which makes me think we're actually a lot closer than what I originally thought. But I was like, oh, that's not a big deal. I'll just go make a new nether portal over here. So I put one in here because it's sort of a safe room. This one connected somewhere random in the desert that I've never been before. And then I had to go and make a third nether portal underneath here. There's 2 blaze spawners above our head. We got dual blaze spawners. So I had to make another portal over here to get to the village, which is, I feel like, I remember nether portals used to have sort of more of a spectrum of where you could put them down and have them still connect and everything. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, I got a pretty good shovel here too. I got the same enchantments on both. That's pretty neat. So anyway, let's check out the village spawner. So, the 2 brown coats I had in there don't actually work. Those 2, I think one's a leather worker, one's a something. So I put in this guy who is a... You know what, let's just go in there and find out. I can't remember what he is, but he is a... I don't know. So I guess the only brown coats that actually farm are the ones that don't have anything else. He's a Fletcher. But he'll actually farm. He tosses stuff. These guys breed, which is pretty cool. And then we have a 1 high gap here underneath with some trapdoors. So the baby ones will just run off because they're stupid. And they eventually fall into all these streams. They end up over here. None of this is safe, which is what I want to talk about in a second. So they end up down here. And yeah, you can see we've got this white guy and a little green fella. So eventually we'll do something with those. But yeah, they just pop out of there and we're all good. So that's a villager spawner. It still works. We've also got 1 guy right here with 6 doors. I knocked all the other doors out of here. Got 1 guy down there with 6 doors. So pretty much a standard village spawner. It still works. Village breeder. Still works, which is cool. And we've got this cool view of it. I was AFKing up here a little bit, which is pretty neat. Yeah, it's kind of neat. You could watch them and they will do stuff. But anyway, what I wanted to do is build a wall around this place. I thought it would be kind of cool to have a little encampment here. Maybe we could do a few more buildings, maybe a few more farms or something. Because if we're going to be AFKing here, I like to set up a bunch of sort of AFK farms in one area so that they can all just sort of do something. So maybe a mob farm, or maybe a sheep farm, or, you know, whatever it is. Grow more crops. So I thought that would be really cool, but I also kind of want the area to be safe. And so I was thinking we might build a wall. And what I want to do is build the wall with sort of the ability to add to it over time if we want. So we're kind of going to have a border around here, probably pretty close to the back of the portal. And then I kind of want it open to the water, and maybe we could do a little dock area over there. So it's kind of a large area, which is terrifying. But what I want to do is actually sort of just use the cobblestone wall for now. And then we can just work on the wall over time, maybe over some streams or something. But first of all, we're going to use cobble wall to sort of get the outline of it and just make it safe to begin with. We'll light up the inside. And then we could sort of, you know, add more farms, add more whatever over time. Maybe make the wall nicer. But for now, I'm going to get started on that. Also, while I'm in the area, you know, these guys will knock boots. Yeah. I should plant down a ton of sugarcane. I need something to trade with these guys, because, yeah, I don't really have a way of getting emeralds right now, so, yeah. It is a beautiful day out here in the acacia biome. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever really tried to build in this biome. I don't like the grass color. I don't particularly like the orange. It's, gonna be interesting if we build more out here. Anyway, I finished up the wall. I think I showed you guys that, but I've also just been sort of working on the pathways, sort of making them look a little bit better, sort of clean them up a little bit. I've got a little, I don't have my zoom key. I've got a little chicken farm, a little sheep farm going. I've also been researching a little bit about villagers in this time. I haven't been AFK too long. Maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours in this area. We've got quite a few villagers down there, which we have to figure out some way to sort, because that could be a big mess. We've also got quite a few in here now. So one thing I was curious about is if I have more villagers up here, if they will breed faster, and apparently they will. So that's why you can see we've got a few more villagers. I just blocked this off. I also enclosed this so zombies couldn't get to us. I have lit up almost all of this area. I think it's safe, but a zombie actually shot me down from over there off the roof of this thing. I didn't die. You can see I've got a few new tools. I didn't die, but it knocked me off, and that was interesting. So anyway, I'm going to let these guys grow. I think we're going to have these 5 villagers in here. I think 5 will be good. Yeah, I think we'll try 5. It's easy enough to add more. We just block this off. So once these grow up, I will take this off and they'll start falling through again. I also want to get a little bit of a sorting system up there today. But the other thing I learned is apparently carrots are the best thing to use for these villagers. So apparently carrots, they give more yield per crop, and they have more opportunity for these things to throw and whatnot, and they grow faster, quote unquote, apparently. This is all from weird secondhand sources. But apparently carrots work better than potatoes or wheat. So I'm in the process. You can see some of these are carrots. They have quite a few potatoes and stuff in their inventories already, so I'm not quite sure what I'll plant. He can plant really any crop because he's got a few in his inventory. I think this is the only guy that'll plant. So that's one thing to talk about. But apparently carrots is the best one to use. So, oh, did you just plant? No, it's just you. Okay, so I'm going to switch that over to carrots probably, or at least try. I'm going to figure out some way to separate out those guys because I'd like to start seeing what they are. We're going to wait for these guys to grow up, but either way, this is working great for the moment. And yeah, I think I might also extend the pathways a little bit. Also, I forgot that phantoms exist. In this game mode, I was just sort of AFKing here, and I saw a phantom. It didn't attack me for whatever reason, so I've been AFKing in the second floor of this building. But yeah, I think I might extend the pathways and just sort of get a grid layout going, and then we'll plan our builds around that, maybe. I also kind of want to get a sugarcane farm up and running. So many plans, so many things, but Yeah, I kind of want to get farms a little bit bigger just because it feels like we're going to use crops to trade. So I kind of want to get, you know, crops to trade. Also, I wanted to do this. I realize these are kind of inefficient. I'm pretty sure if I do this, like these will all be watered anyway. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to do it to them though. I think this center one will water all of them, except maybe the outer edge. I'll keep an eye on that though. All right, so, oh, did I have both those in my inventory? That's weird. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. I use subtitles all the time. I don't know if you guys do this. In your music and sounds, subtitles on. I use them all the time when caving because I always find random things. And oh, I have to block this out. But today I found there's a minecart thing down there, which works beautifully because I really need a bunch of rails. I really need to get organized. I think next episode I'm going to do a bit of building and make like a little storage room for this area and stuff because right now it's just a mess and I'm not digging it. But we got all sorts of rails and stuff, which we're going to do next time because I'm out of time to record today. But this thing is working great. The only thing that's sort of annoying is there's such a mismatch of crops in there right now. But it's not really that big of a deal. It's actually worked out really nice. I've been trying to get rid of the numbers a little bit, you know, thin down the herd, as people say. And, ooh, that guy's nice. So I've got sort of the ones I want to keep in here. I'm keeping toolsmiths, armor smiths. Oh, I'm pretty much keeping all of them for now except for, like, I've gotten rid of most of my clerics and stuff. I'm keeping most of them. But anyway, they're all being pushed in this corner. I should be able to pick them up with a minecart. I just have to deal with the people that are already in there. But this thing's working great. We have a working villager breeder in 1.13. I'm not sure if it's faster yet with these guys, with more people in there. I sort of read that. I'm not sure. I will update you guys next time. It was producing about one villager every 15 minutes before. And so I'm not sure if it's faster now or not. You can also see we're obviously missing out on some farmland. I'm not sure if that makes a huge difference. I think what I might do is actually maybe nab another farmer villager in there and bring them into this. I think that might be kind of good, is to get another farmer villager. But we are well on our way to something over here. I think next time I want to do some sort of sugarcane farm and also figure out a way to deal with these villagers. Just do some building and stuff. I was experimenting with this kelp that we talked about at some point. So basically you get this from breaking the plants in the water. If you smelt it, it gets into this. And then if you put 9 of those together, you get this dried kelp block. This dried kelp block is what we want. This is like really good for, what is the word I'm looking for here? For smelting. We want a ton of this stuff. So that might be something to get into as well because, yeah, that would be cool. So anyway, we have a lot to do. I have a lot of plans. And for right now, we have a working villager breeder, which is pretty cool. Now it's just getting the rest of sort of that stuff going, getting emeralds. And I'm sorry, it's early morning and my talk make no talk sense. Also, if you guys know, there's a shortcut. I think it might be in modded. But there's a shortcut to see dark spots, and apparently it might be a mod, but if it's not a mod, can you let me know? If you guys know what it is, I would love to see what spots can spawn. I know I can do this and walk around, but that's so treacherous. Treacherous, that's not the right word. That's so, there's a, you know, you can press a button and it shows you a little X where it's dark. Either way, if you guys know about that, let me know. In those comments down below, leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. And next time we're going to do some real good stuff. I'm going to go dig this mine stuff. I'm words hard. See you guys next time. A ciao.